Every time Israel is under attack, you hear about the Iron Dome. The impenetrable shield. The life-saving wall in the sky. Since 2011, it's been Israel's first line of defense against missiles, rockets, or any other aerial attack. But what is the Iron Dome? And how does it actually work? The Iron Dome is an air defense system. It is designed to blow threats out of the sky before they even hit the ground. So here's how it works. Step 1 is detection. A radar unit called the ELM 2084 is always scanning the skies. It can detect incoming rockets, artillery shells, and mortars, sometimes from as far as 100 kilometers away. It doesn't matter where the rocket comes from. If it's airborne, the Iron Dome sees it. Step 2 is calculation. As soon as a projectile is spotted, the Iron Dome's brain takes over. That's the battle management and weapon control center. It does the math in milliseconds, calculating the rocket's speed, direction, and likely impact point. Then comes the decision. If the rocket is going to land in an open field or the sea, the system does nothing, because why waste a missile?
The system, its computer, can predict the trajectory of the incoming object and decide which trajectory will lead to a damage to strategic or to populated areas, and which trajectory will fall in the sea, in the Mediterranean, or in the unpopulated areas. And this is how it works. So this saves a lot of money because the system is very expensive. The units are expensive, and the rockets that our enemies send to us are inexpensive.
But if it's heading towards key infrastructure, the system prepares to shoot it down. Which brings us to step 3, the interception. The system launches a Tamir interceptor missile. Tamir means tall in Hebrew. These missiles have a range between 4 to 70 kilometers. They are fired at the incoming projectiles. The idea is to disrupt or destroy the threat mid-air. They take out the target and protect those below.
The Iron Dome is a missile against rockets, and it works in the way that it calculates the trajectory of the incoming target, and so after calculating, it can direct itself and hit the incoming rocket.
A usual Iron Dome battery has 3 to 4 launchers, up to 20 Tamir interceptor missiles per launcher, a radar tracking unit, and a mobile control center. Put it all together and one battery can defend an area of up to 150 square kilometers. That's an entire city shielded. And it's mobile. The whole setup can be moved and redeployed based on where the next threat is coming from. So is the Iron Dome effective? Well, yes, the Iron Dome has a 90% success rate. This is according to Israeli data. That means 9 out of 10 dangerous rockets are stopped before they do any harm. It's especially useful against short-range rockets, the kind fired by Hamas or Hezbollah in large numbers. And the Iron Dome isn't the only one. Israel has a multi-layer air defense system. First is obviously the Iron Dome. It shoots down rockets and small projectiles. Its range is 4 to 70 kilometers. The second layer is David's Sling. It can take out long-range rockets and cruise missiles. The range is up to 300 kilometers. And finally, you have the Arrow system, Arrow 1 and 2. These take out medium and long-range ballistic missiles. And the range, up to 2,400 kilometers.
When you have more difficult targets, you hear about ground-to-ground missiles being fired from Lebanon. They are usually engaged by David's Sling, which is very, very effective. It's a big Iron Dome, much bigger than Iron Dome.
But here's the catch. The Iron Dome or the others is not invincible. If an enemy fires too many rockets at once from multiple directions, the Iron Dome can get overwhelmed. That's called a saturation attack, and it's one of the few ways to beat the system. That's what Iran's recent attacks did. Tehran fired hundreds of ballistic missiles. Most of them were intercepted, but some evaded the Iron Dome, instead striking Israeli cities and buildings. On June 16, the IDF issued a statement on this. It said only 5 to 10% of the missiles are breaching the air defenses, impacting Israel. Also, there is the cost of the Iron Dome. Every Tamir interceptor missile costs around $50,000. A full Iron Dome battery costs over $100 million. That means Israel is spending thousands of dollars to shoot down these relatively cheap rockets fired by Iran.
The whole idea was to make it affordable. To make a missile, which today, according to the paper, costs in production about $50,000. When you look at the missile, it's taller than you. And you look at how much missiles that cost in the international market, you're talking about $1 million. So the idea was to make it as cheap as possible in order to make a lot of them.
So while it's an effective defense, it's also a very expensive one. And in a region where rockets fall like rain, the Iron Dome is Israel's umbrella in the storm.